All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen, folks, people of Earth, all entities interested in making money in cryptocurrency. I have the exact video for you because, folks, I want to help break down what's going on with Theta, essentially a decentralized streaming service that I think has a very good chance of doing very well over the long term, and right now could potentially be a good buying opportunity, potentially. So I want to discuss some of those nuances, talk about what I see happening both short term and long term, and how I would personally approach either investing or swing trading this thing. So if you like the sound of that, I want to ask you to do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. You'll get to stay up to date with the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency news and technical analysis. And in fact, because I like you guys so much, I'm also going to bring you guys a low cap gem Unmarshal that has a gorgeous potential by the dip opportunity right now. It's right on support, so I'm gonna break down some simple technical analysis so you guys know what's on the up and up with that coin. And in fact, folks, I got an email from YouTube recently. This is 100% for real, definitely not a joke. YouTube has told us here at aMillionortheMoon that it's actually a financial crime to not stay up to date with the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency news and technical analysis. It's not me, folks. I'm not saying this. It's YouTube. So unless you want to get thrown in YouTube jail, you better subscribe. Stay tuned because I'm going to bring you some very important TA with this thing. So without further ado, enough of that. Theta is in this descending triangle where the base of our descending triangle is kind of a bit of a range here from about $10.30 to about $8 and about 96 cents. Now, I know that is quite a bit of a range, but I do think we could probably even specify the bottom of this descending triangle, perhaps a bit better. I think with I think this is the 382. Yeah, this is the 382 Fibonacci retracement here at about $9.75 is kind of the floor. We have a fib level right there. It was pretty price reactive, in fact, because if we zoom in a bit here on our wicks, we can see how we kind of wicked off this region here, a little bit price reactive here as well. So I think this is probably a good spot to place our base of support for this descending triangle, because this is quite a large range here. So we did break down from support. We had a bullish breakout, but we had a flash crash. So I'm very interested in Theta for a few reasons. So Theta was in this descending triangle. We broke out bullishly. We even made new highs, but then crypto had a flash crash and everything went down. So before the flash crash, buyers were in the market. Bulls were fully driving this market. Macro higher highs, consolidation period, broke out bullishly. We were looking good until that flash crash. So that flash crash brought us down, retested this fib level. That fib level is currently holding as support, and we're currently holding above historical price action here at kind of $10.40. So for me personally, let's say I was a long-term holder or was interested in a swing trade with Theta, I would probably look to accumulate right around these ranges, if I'm being honest. Right around this range here from about $10.35 to about $10.85 would be personally where I would be looking to accumulate Theta. And then I would place my stop losses right below this fib level, maybe even below a little bit of these wicks here, maybe at kind of $9.40, and then a secondary stop loss right below $9 at kind of $8.90. So that's kind of how I would approach Theta if I were looking at a potential swing trade, because perhaps over the next few days and weeks, we could continue to trend sideways, break above some key resistance levels, and then perhaps regain and reclaim some of these higher regions. Again, very bullish. I like Theta's fundamentals. I think there's a good chance long term. Ultimately, I think the key range that we need to get above in order to see bullish continuation is right here at $11.20. We can see this is a very price reactive range here at $11.20. If we can start to flip above that, I'm confident that we could probably see, or at least it makes it more likely that we see bullish continuation. Next major resistance level, $12.15. This is the VPVR point of control where the most amount of volume was traded. So we need to get above that to see bullish continuation. And then another range from about $12.90 to about $13.30. There's a nice spike in volume here, price reactive zone. So those are the three key areas. This level here at $11.20, VPVR point of control, $12.15, and this spike in volume in this price reactive zone at kind of $12.80 to about $13.30. So those are the three resistance levels that we need to look out for. If we can get above that VPVR and start to break above this white trend line, that would be a bullish breakout from our macro descending triangle here, and it could likely lead us to see bullish continuation. Now, one factor that we really ought to follow to understand if and when Theta will continue to break out bullishly is, yes, Bitcoin leads the market. If Bitcoin decides to dump, which Bitcoin is in a very precarious place right now, folks. So perhaps waiting for breakouts, waiting for further confirmation is perhaps the safer route to go. Maybe waiting on the sidelines if you're interested in maybe a swing trade. But if you're a long-term trader and the short term doesn't matter to you, for like myself, for example, I'm a long-term trader. So if I were looking to invest in Theta long-term, I would probably buy here. And be unconcerned with the fact that we could fall down further. And let's say you do buy in here, there's always the possibility that we could retest some of these lower support levels. So just understand that. And again, I would place stop losses a little bit below these key support levels. So our key support levels is the fib level right there, 382. Place my stop loss a little bit below it, right below those wicks. Key support level right here at $8.95. Place my support level a little bit below it, $8.70, $8.80, something like that. So you always want to place your stop loss a little bit below the support, because sometimes things wick below and you don't want to get stopped out if it was just a small difference. So, folks, look at the Theta Bitcoin pairing here. We're in this descending triangle, broke out bullishly, got rejected because of that flash crash. If we can break out bullishly, if we can start to flip some key resistance zones, so this zone right here at about, I'm not going to count all those decimals, but basically this zone right here, this price reactive zone on the Theta Bitcoin pairing. If and when we can flip this range, and I think I'm going to draw this as a range, from resistance into support and hold above this, I think the Theta Bitcoin pairing is very likely to see bullish continuation, and that will be one factor that helps the US dollar value of Theta see that bullish continuation. So if we break out bullishly here, very good sign. And in fact, I'm very glad I zoomed in here because I want to zoom into the short term. We can actually draw a secondary descending triangle. A few different ways to draw this. I think perhaps start off something like this, I think makes sense in terms of a descending triangle for Theta. A few different ways you can draw this, but if we start to break above these trend lines here I'm drawing in the short term, that should be one indicator that we're likely to see that bullish continuation. If we get above these trend lines, get above this region here, and start to hold above those regions, that's going to be a factor that helps Theta see that bullish continuation. And sometimes the Theta Bitcoin pairing, the pairing with Bitcoin moves before the US dollar value, so it can sometimes act as a leading indicator. So very important to follow. And again, folks, if anything interesting happens, if we break out, we're going to be talking about it on this channel. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell to be notified of new uploads. And in our Discord group, make sure you join that. Link for that is down in the description below. I'm also going to bring you guys now a low cap gem Unmarshal, which is essentially an indexing resource for DeFi and developers. Somewhat similar to the graph. Maybe some of you have heard of the graph. Well, Unmarshal is essentially the graph, but for DeFi. Very bullish on the same long term. I've been talking about this coin to our VIP Discord group. If you want to join our VIP Discord group and get access to the low cap gems that we're looking at before anyone else sees them, and get more one-on-one access with ourselves, me and Mass, when we run this channel. We talk to all our members regularly. Make sure you become a VIP Discord member. You get access through joining our Patreon. Again, link for everything's down in the description. So, folks, we're in this descending triangle. We have broken out bullishly, got rejected off resistance. We're falling back down to retest the breakout point. If Unmarshal can maintain above $4.30 to about $3.75, that's the key support range, but specifically that $4.30 mark, we could probably see bullish continuation, because we could see how throughout this price action here, $4.35, $4.40, kind of this range here was acting as resistance. We kept trying to break up, got rejected, break up, got rejected, break up, got rejected, kept getting rejected off this range. We have finally broken up. If we fall back down, retest this, and if we can solidify this this range that was once resistance and solidify it and hold it as support, that is very good to see, a very good sign that we can see that bullish continuation. If Theta starts to make moves to the upside and starts to get above some key resistance levels, key resistance being from about $4.80 to about $5.15 here, if we can get above that, very good to see. We could probably see further bullish continuation. Again, if we start to make higher highs and higher lows after a bullish breakout from a descending triangle, very good to see. Ultimately, if and when Unmarshal, did I say Theta? I meant Unmarshal if I did. If Unmarshal can get above $6, this 618 Fibonacci retracement, if we can get above this key fib level and hold it as support, I think Unmarshal will have no problem eventually over the long term retesting its all-time highs and vastly surpassing it. One thing we can do when trying to gauge price targets for breakouts from descending triangles is we take the height of the descending triangle, move it to the breakout point, and again, we could probably retest all-time highs. And if we can start to solidify these regions as support, get above these key resistance levels and hold them. If you want further confirmation, if you want to be very conservative, play it safe, wait to see if we can start making new higher highs and higher lows. Wait to see if we can start flipping these major resistance levels into support, from resistance into support. Or if you want to be a little bit more eager, if you don't really care if we break down further, because there's always the possibility that we could break down further. Nothing in this market is a guarantee, but I like the fundamentals of this project, very bullish on it long term. My approach is I would probably just get in now. If I was a long-term investor and didn't care about short-term fluctuations, because this could actually definitely break down. We still have not confirmed and solidified this bullish breakout. We still want to see this hold as support. We still want to see a new higher high. We still want to see further resistance levels flipping to support. If that happens, then we get that confirmation that we can continue trending upwards. Until that happens, this could break down. This could have been a fake out. So, you know, you can play this different ways, whether you're an investor or more of a swing trader. Ultimately, whatever way you look at this, very bullish on this in the long term. It's got a low market cap, great fundamentals. So folks, these two projects I think are both extremely interesting. If anything further interesting happens, again, we're going to be talking about it. Make sure you stay tuned to this channel, folks. Don't get arrested by YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Hit that bell icon when we find new uploads. I hope you guys can tell that I'm joking. Sometimes I feel like you guys can't tell when I'm joking. I mean, it's not your fault. You guys don't know me. Yeah. So anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to wrap it up here. Until next time, take care.